When we're designing anything, we don't really need business goals, do we? Welcome to 99 Grit. My name is Andy, and it is our vision here to inspire you to chase your dreams and turn those dreams into tangible design careers through learning new design skills and being accountable. Today I wanted to talk to you about business goals and how we can break those down to have a more tangible and a meaningful discussion with the business people. I found it many times in our endeavors and our projects when we actually talk to business people, and that's regardless of the structure of the organization. If it's a small startup or a big corporate environment, we actually found a lot of issues when it comes to actually defining business goals, and it's pretty difficult to actually name them, specifically if you're talking to a project team members rather than the big boss of the company. Because the main differentiator is basically the perspective that these people have. I found in my past that the higher you are when it comes to the corporate ladder, and the higher the position of the person that you're speaking to is, the broader the perspective. So the higher the person sits in a company, the more at the horizon that person looks rather than at their own feet, if you like. So I think that change of perspective, depending on how high or how influential that specific stakeholder or that business person is, dramatically changes the outcome of those conversations. So if you are talking to a business person about business goals and we would like to get to the bottom of those, make sure that on that meeting you have some of the people that actually can relate, that have this kind of perspective of looking at things, that are kind of looking at the horizon rather than just looking at the day-to-day task management elements of the day-to-day work. So that would be the first element that I would really consider for you. There's a specific tool that I usually use, or at least have in the back of my head, and it's called SMART Goals. And it's an acronym. I sometimes use a more of a breakdown, which is called SMARTER goals. But for this specific tip, I would actually use the shorter version of the acronym. And it's pretty simple. It's S stands for specific. So the goal has to be attached to a very specific area of the organization. So it needs to name that area. So is it marketing, sales? Is it cost reduction? Is it new customer segment? What is it? What is the area? How specific are we? So that's the first thing. Then we have M, which stands for measurable. So is it measurable? Is it, and I usually say, is it 3%, 30%, or 300% of a difference that we're trying to change that specific area by? So we need to have some sort of an idea about the level of impact we're trying to have with that measurement. Then we have the A, and I usually use the assignable, which kind of changes the acronym from the Wikipedia definition that you might find, because I like goals to be assigned to people so that there is a specific department or even a person responsible for the delivery or achievement of that specific goal. So I name that person there or that department. So that's A. Then we go to R, which is realistic. So we want to make sure that this goal that we've just defined and the area and the requirement when it comes to the measurement, and it's been assigned to a certain person or a department, that it's actually realistic, that there's a track record of the company reaching similar goals in the past. So that's R. And the last one, but not least definitely, is the T, which stands for time related. So we want to make sure that we map out the goal within a specific interval of time. So it's either, let's say, within 6 months, within 12 months, within 24 months. I wouldn't go anywhere further than 2 or 3 years into the future, because goals that are longer than that actually turn out to be more of a design vision rather than the actual goal. So that's the tip that I would give you, the tool breakdown as well. So I'm hoping that this is useful to you and you can use these tools and these tips on a daily basis. Sign up to our 99grit.com page and see what we're up there. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Find us on LinkedIn and Facebook as well. Join the communities and let's keep the conversation going. I'm really looking forward to hanging out and getting some more comments on these. And yeah, stick around and stay tuned for more.